Welcome, my beautiful soul friends. Thank you for being here with me today. This week on Simply Be, let's bring some awareness to our relationships and the people in those relationships that have helped shape us. So I'll say it over and over again. We are souls having a human experience. Yet it's not just about those experiences of life that we go through, but the people that we have met, loved, maybe admired, maybe envied, supported, maybe tolerated or resented or disliked along the way. These are the people who have shaped us. And they've shaped us because they've challenged us. Or maybe they have betrayed us. Maybe they brought out the absolute worst in us. They could trigger us, hurt us, but they have also shaped us because we've loved them and they've loved us. Maybe they've made us a better person. Maybe they have awakened us within. Either way, every person has the opportunity to create a reflection within us. And relationships can be in all shapes and forms. Intimate relationships, friendships, family, work relationships. These are just people. That's what this human experience is all about. The relationships that we have. And they can be brief encounters. They can be relationships that last a lifetime. Some of these relationships will break us wide open, and some of them will break us down. Some will cause us to lose ourselves, and others will help us remember who we are. And this is the human experience. The relationships, though, that affect us the most are the ones that teach us the most about ourselves. But only if we're really open and ready and willing to see them in this way. So if we're truly open and truly aware of all the relationships, of all these people that have come and gone in our life, we begin to notice that, certain relationships may have arrived at really important moments. Some relationships we wish had never come into our life, but they did. And why? If we are just open and willing, it could be like, why did this person even come into my life? And some relationships actually mirror things within us. Those are usually the tough ones to face or to really be open and willing to reflect upon. Some of our connections have invited us to grow. Some have woken us up. Maybe they've taught us boundaries, taught us self-love, forgiveness. Maybe they have taught us who we no longer want to be. And often what triggers us in a relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is, or even really truly moves us or affects us, is always showing something within ourselves. This is that relationships as mirrors. And those relationships are not always comfortable or the ones that we want to really shine a light on. But those are the ones that are so very revealing. Those are the ones where, if we can again take notice and are willing and open and ready to see people and our relationships in this way, this is when we can ask certain questions like, why do these relationships keep repeating in my life? Or why is this relationship or has this relationship affected me so deeply? And again, it can be a relationship that was brief, that was, at one time in your life, that just is still affecting you to this day. And sometimes it's like, why am I attracted to someone who I know isn't good for me? Or why is this experience asking me to face myself, deeper parts of myself that I don't want to face? So this is where, when I say we're souls having a human experience, the human perspective within us, whether you want to call it the ego perspective of us, is always asking, why is this happening to me? Why does this person always seem to hurt me? Or why did they hurt me? Right? Or why did they leave? Or why can't I leave them? Like, why do I keep repeating these same relationships? Or why do they keep happening in my life? So that's the human experience. It's not bad. It's not wrong. It's pretty normal that the human is going to be like, why? But those why questions tend to really keep us stuck in the loop and repeating the same things over again. But from the soul perspective, if again, we're souls having a human experience, the deeper soul inquiry then becomes, what is this experience inviting me to learn about myself? Or what is it inviting me to heal within myself or to become aware of? So when we lean back and we're open and willing and ready to truly reflect, this is not about blaming ourselves or anyone else. It's not about bypassing any kind of emotional pain or pretending that, these difficult relationships aren't happening in our life or didn't happen in our life. And it certainly is not about excusing bad behavior or harmful or toxic relationships. Some relationships are deeply, deeply painful and have been. Yet, if we can look at those ones, especially from a broader perspective, did I learn some boundaries through this relationship? Did I learn some self-worth? Or did I learn that I need to work on my own self-worth? Did I learn some discernment? Did I learn there was a time that I needed to let this person go or this relationship go? So every single relationship in our life, whether it's a big relationship, a small, ships passing in the night kind of relationship, if we can look at it from that soul perspective, we all grow. Our humans grow through relationships unless we get stuck in the why. And when we can look at it from that broader perspective, this is when we learn relationships can create some wisdom within, awareness, healing. Yes, there's going to be a lot of grievances that we experience through relationship, but that's where we grow and we get clarity and we learn maybe compassion and strength and self-love. So this week, I'm asking you to be open and willing and ready to reflect. So in order to be open and willing and ready to reflect, it is about noticing the people and the relationships in your life differently. So by differently, I mean not from judgment. Don't look at these relationships and the other people who have helped to shape you, or don't look at yourself through judgment or resentment or regret. We put all that aside and we look at these people and the relationships, past, present, even future, through the eyes of awareness. And it's from that space that you can reflect and contemplate and ask questions. Like, what have certain relationships taught me about myself? And when we look through it from awareness, we can answer that question from a different space. But don't answer it too quickly. Reflect, contemplate. Or who has helped shape who I am today? And whether it shaped us through a traumatic experience or a traumatic relationship, or whether it was like a wonderful experience and relationship. Either way, both have helped shape us. Every person, every relationship we've ever had has shaped us to some degree. We can then, which relationships have really helped me grow? And those are, again, not always the wonderful relationships, although they do. Often it's the difficult relationships that have truly helped us to grow. And then again, it's that big, big question. What is this current relationship inviting me to learn about myself or to heal within myself? Or what is it just asking me to become aware of? So that's what our week is all about. I want you to stay curious. I invite you to stay open. Again, that openness, that willingness, that ready to reflect and notice what begins to unfold in your life or in your awareness or even in the relationships when you reflect on the people who have shaped your life. And yes, some of these people have come in and already gone out of your life. Some have passed away, but they will stay. Their effect will stay with you even though they may no longer be here. So this is a week of opening up the mind, opening up the heart, being willing to just away all of the hurts and all of the triggers and all of the betrayals, and come more into a space of, what did this relationship teach me? And if I don't feel like it's taught me anything, am I willing now to take a step back and say, this relationship did shape me in this way. And now I'm open to what I can learn from that, how my human can heal from that. So every single relationship we've ever had has helped shape who we are today. And we can utilize every relationship to help shape us into who we want to truly be and become. So that I'm inviting you this week to do. Come into your heart space, open your mind, and notice the people and relationships in your life differently through the eyes of awareness. Have a fabulous week, my friends. Namaste.